Chapter 60-90. This is also the blind self-confidence that some men often have. It may be because they have watched too many unrealistic Hong Kong movies and Hollywood romance movies. They always feel that no matter how ordinary they are, they must be someone's true love. There will always be someone. Instead of eating the delicacies of the mountains and seas, he stepped on the colorful auspicious clouds to eat the sour white water noodles. It is precisely because of this that he recently came up with the idea of saving Mai Ching. But the so-called recovery is not about being with Mai Ching, but about letting Mai Ching give up Pollard and continue to love him. As for whether he wants to divorce Elaine, that is another project. Jacob finally finished the boring PPT. A room full of retired elderly people also recovered from their drowsiness. Everyone began to pack their things. Some people were going to other classrooms to attend other courses, while others were finishing up. Mai Ching had just made an appointment with Pollard on WeChat to go back and make a guest list together. After Pollard and Charlie had coffee, he drove back to the university for the elderly to pick her up. So she packed her things and prepared to leave. When Jacob saw her neatly packing up her things and leaving the classroom through the back door, he quickly chased after her and stopped her from behind. Mai Ching. Mai Ching turned around, looked at Jacob, and asked with a smile, "Jacob, are you okay?" Jacob hesitated for a moment, then said timidly, "Well, I just wanted to ask if you are free in the evening, and I would like to treat you to a meal." After saying that, he quickly played out the 36 stratagems of scumbags. With a nostalgic plan, he said, "How about we go to the food stalls near the back alley in front of our school? You forgot, we always went there to eat. Although it is no longer the same one, but the food stalls in that area taste has always been very authentic these years." If Mai Ching still loved Jacob in her heart, then Jacob's nostalgia card would definitely be very lethal. But at this time, Mai Ching has already decided to move forward. So Jacob's words are simply without touching her emotionally. She smiled apologetically and said, "I'm sorry, Jacob, Pollard is waiting for me downstairs. We both have something to do. How about we have dinner together another day?" Jacob didn't expect that the nostalgia card would be misfired. His original idea was to use the nostalgia card to let Mai Ching go to eat with him near the school, and then use the opportunity to take her to visit the old place and have a secret visit. After all, if you want to rekindle an old relationship, revisiting the old place is the best way. This is the same as the original soup and the original food. But he never expected that Mai Ching's expression would not change at all. There was no shyness, nervousness, or the panic of a deer. She just rejected simply and politely, just like she would reject an ordinary friend. Jacob felt even more depressed when he heard that Pollard was waiting for Mai Ching. When he thought about Mai Ching saying Pollard affectionately in front of him, he felt even more unhappy. Therefore, he could only use the 36 tactics of a scumbag to retreat and make progress. And laughed at himself. Hey, it seems that Mr. Watt is indeed a good man. After you get together with him, you won't even be able to show off your old classmates. It's time to figure it out. The difference between Mai Ching and Jacob is that Jacob has 10,000 thoughts in his heart. But 5,000 of them, 49.99 of them don't want to say them. The only ones he says are all in a roundabout way. It's confusing. Maybe he wasn't like this before, but the moment he decided to be restrained and sullen, it was like a gate was installed in his heart, and the thoughts that blocked him would only increase. Mai Ching is different. She has a straightforward personality and dares to love and hate. After living in the West for so many years, she doesn't have the subtlety that Easterners often have. She always says what she wants and does whatever she wants. Therefore, seeing that Jacob seemed to be complaining about rejecting his invitation, she said very frankly, "I'm really sorry, Jacob. Pollard and I are planning to hold a wedding soon. He asked me to go back and decide the guest list together. After setting the list, we have to start writing the invitations. So today really can't be done, let's try another day, definitely another day." Jacob was completely dumbfounded by the words planning to hold a wedding. and his back felt cold and his legs felt numb. Soft, numb hands, and even the mouth became bitter and astringent. He didn't listen at all to what Mai Ching said next. He just stared at her dumbfounded, unable to believe that this woman who had loved him for 30 years was actually getting married to someone else. However, Mai Ching didn't wait for him to come back to his senses. Seeing that she had been delayed a lot, she said to Jacob, "Jacob, I really have to go. Let's talk later. Goodbye." After that, she hurriedly turned around and went downstairs, leaving Jacob standing there dejectedly. At this time, Jacob's brain had gone completely blank, and he just stood there blankly, motionless. A student happened to pass by him and asked curiously, "Vice President, what are you standing here for?" After saying that, he said in surprise, "Vice President, what are you doing? Crying? Are you okay?"